infowars.com. Okay? Going back to Max Keiser. Max, let's take some calls quickly. Marvin in North Carolina, you're on the air. Go ahead.
Alex Jones, you are the man. You know, I've been listening to your show probably about 3 or 4 months now, and it's confirmation of information that I got like 15 years ago. And I agree with Max. It's like Alex in Wonderland. Everything is coming true. Now, my question to you is your program on the radio here anywhere in North Carolina, particularly Greensboro, High Point, Winston-Salem area?
I believe I'm only on one station in North Carolina. We're on over 70 stations now. That sounds like a lot. It's really not. We're number one on the Internet. We're also on WWCR. But, no, the best place to get it for everybody is the free podcast. We deliver 1 hour after the show every day, all 4 hours free and high quality. Just go to the listen section of infowars.com. You can always listen to Global Shortwave. WWCR carries all 4 hours live, and then re-airs at 9 p.m. Central to 1 a.m. Central on WWCR as well. Saturdays, they re-air 4 hours of the Friday show on XM Radio, and that's a test they've been doing for a year. They know it gets high ratings, but they're scared of it. Anything else, Marvin?
Yeah, I have a female friend that is an Obama lover. In conjunction with the fact, I think she's actually suffering from Stockholm syndrome. I learned about that in the military. And, you know, I've been told by some constituents of mine where if you're going to deal with it, you're going to have to help wake her up, or otherwise, you know, you're not doing your job. So any recommendations?
Marvin, let me get a recommendation from Max Keiser. What's the best way to wake somebody up that doesn't want to be awake?
Obama is to violence what Tiger Woods is to sex.
Yeah, well, I think the Tiger Woods thing, that's mostly a smear campaign.
It's a distraction. No, but I mean, he's saying Tiger Woods is to sex what Obama is to violence. I mean, Obama is there to con liberals, just like Bush was there to con conservatives. These are Madison Avenue produced creatures who have no power. And so point out to her that he broke all his promises. Marvin, I appreciate your call. Go through some of the promises, Max, from your own view, that Obama has broken royally.
Well, it's just the repeal of a lot of the things that Bush did. I thought when he got into office, he was going to repeal a lot of those policies that Bush into place in terms of extraordinary rendition, torture, kidnapping. I thought he would repeal them. But not only has he not repealed them, but he's made them more onerous and more restrictive. So he's actually doing a lot worse. He's just taken the ball and run with it and made it a lot worse.
Yeah, things have gotten worse, and they'll get worse under the Republican savior coming in 3 years.
Well, because all the policy, you know, you've got a government that's been captured by the professional speculators on Wall Street, and they wanted their objective, the business model, is to get cheap money and not to have to pay for any of their losing bets.
Marvin, what you do is you explain to her that Obama works for the very same bankers that ran Clinton, that ran Bush. You can give them the names. And that it's the same system, and that she needs to get past the puppets and to the real power behind the throne. It's that simple. Take her behind the stage, behind the curtain, behind the movie screen. Omar in Illinois, you're on the air.
Hey, Alex.
Yes,
thanks for all your hard work. I'm a first-time caller.
Welcome.
Thanks for infiltrating Bohemian Grove. That woke my brother up to the New World Order, by the way.
Awesome.
And thanks to you, Max Keiser, for all your hard work. I heard you say that our dollar was going to become like toilet paper. For the everyday man, what would you advise, like if you only had a couple thousand to work with, what would you advise me to do? Because I'm worried about the economic collapse and those hyperinflation. What do you advise?
Well, okay, I'm not giving investment advice, but I will tell you that the obvious play here is that everything, all the currencies, including the U.S. dollar, are going to be deflating against gold bullion, and I would buy gold bullion not, outside of the United States. Goldmoney.com is the only place that I know of, the best place that I know of, where you can actually buy gold bullion and have it being held outside of the United States.
Well, Max, my issue is that I don't hold paper certificates in gold. I don't put my gold in some faraway vault in another country. I know you think it's safe to not be grabbed overseas, but look what's happening to the Swiss. and all those bank accounts and things being grabbed. I'll tell you where I get my gold and physically hold it's MidasResources.com. But regardless, I agree with you. Gold is the place for people to invest. Thank you so much, Omar in Illinois. But briefly, what will it look like as the dollar, which they've gone from debating should we get rid of it, to how will we get rid of it? How do you see that process of the slow death of the dollar, or will it be a fast death? It's been a slow death, but steadily down. How do you see that taking place?
Well, I think we're seeing it happen right now with the IMF is very active in Europe right now with the special drawing rights, which are a composite or it's a currency that's really an accounting entry in book form, and they are getting ready to do a recalibration of the global currency grid, and everything will be exchanged into these special drawing rights at a ratio that will, quote-unquote, rebalance the global economy. At some point in 2010, this is going to become a big issue. You're going to say the global economy is completely unbalanced. The banks aren't lending no matter how much money we give them, and China keeps making all these profits and hoarding all of their dollars. So we need to get together, and we need to rebalance the global economy, which means that all the major fiat currencies are going to be thrown into a special drawing right and then spilled back out at a ratio that will, quote-unquote, rebalance the economy. The biggest loser in that scenario is the U.S. dollar. By far, it's going to take a haircut of between 30 and 40%, similar to the haircut it took under FDR. It took a 40% haircut as a way to revalue the dollar, and I would anticipate something like that again and coming soon.
All right, let's quickly take another call here. Let's talk to David in Washington. You're on the air with Max Keiser. Go ahead.
Hey, Alex. How are you?
Good.
Good. You were talking about Russia today and, how it covers news that American media won't cover. And, I was talking with my parents, and they came from Russia, too. And they say, They understand what is happening. They went through the same exact thing with their communists. My mom was just laughing the other day saying, we came here, we ran away from the system, and we came back to the system here in America.
But it's a more high-tech version. I appreciate your call. Comments on that, Max?
Well, it's amazing that America seems that they have to censor ads from Russia today. They don't have enough faith in their own population to be able to sort through what they feel is material that is not in their interest. And so the federal government is saying, we don't even want you to be exposed to anything. We want total control over the total global media footprint, which is, of course, the hallmark of an empire. And let's get down to brass tacks, Alex. The reason why Al Jazeera English and Russia Today are not they're seen by the Fox News and the CNBCs as competition. And just like the banks on Wall Street and other parts of the economy, they don't want competition. And they don't want Russia Today. They don't want Al Jazeera English. They don't want to compete with anybody. They want a monopoly. They want all the viewers. They want to say what they want to say without getting challenged in any way over there at Fox News.
And let me say this. Al Jazeera got big by being a little more open. But once they got big, they've gotten as mainline as Fox News, in my opinion, now. And CNN. Russia Today is being super radical, exposing their own government, our government. I can't believe the stuff that's on there. It's as if I'm programming it or something. It's just amazing. And let's hope that once they get the giant market share, because they're smart, that they continue with what they've been doing. Because I remember Bill O'Reilly, 10 years ago, he was having Tony Brown on, of Tony Brown's Journal, talking about the Illuminati and the New World Order. So he built his audience. I mean, did you see O'Reilly 10, 12 years ago? It was like anti-New World Order. He built that giant audience, giving people what they want, the truth, but he only did it for 2 years, and then flip-flopped, and then just gets worse and worse. And now he says, you're a dirty communist if you don't want more taxes. I mean, it's sick.
Well, I'll give you another huge flip-flop, which is, amazing, is, Bono from the group U2.
He wants total internet police state.
Yeah, like China. He holds China up as an example. And this is like my site, Pirate My Film, is meant to challenge this whole Bono thought that, the copyright needs to be protected for perpetuity. That's like giving the population an intellectual lobotomy by having copyright extended indefinitely. Copyright has to live and breathe. It has to go back into the public domain every 20 years, not lifetime plus 70 years as it is now, and it keeps getting extended every time Mickey Mouse is set to enter the public domain. Disney sends lobbyists to Washington to extend copyright. That's completely...
Max, we're out of time. Incredible interview. Look forward to talking to you again soon, being on your Russia Today TV show. It was good being on the British show and others. And in the last 30 seconds, I hope everybody gets Fall of the Republic on DVD. You're a big part of the film. A lot of people think you're the most powerful part. What do you think of Fall of the Republic?
I think the people who consider me to be the most powerful part of the film are absolutely right.
But what do you think of the documentary itself?
I think it's a great follow-up to the Obama deception. If you watch those two films together, if you have the time to sit down and watch Obama deception, Fall of the Republic, it's the 1-2 punch. That's all you need to know to see things in the light you need to, survive this next 10 years.
Yeah, Marvin needs to show this to his girlfriend that won't wake up. Max, it was great having you on with us. Thank you.